Hey man, I don't know if y'all really watching Fire Force, but they giving Doctor Stone a good run for their money for anime of the season. Now, let's talk about this villain, man. They done crafted themselves a phenomenal villain. I mean, he got the eye patch, bandana. He has the fedora. He's smoking a cigarette. Who smokes cigarettes anymore? So far, so good for a villain. The evil voice, unknown powers, but we know he's strong. He's killing the game right now, man. Let's get into this review. And another thing, Fire Force is good at moving from dark to light. Uh, there can be a nice happy scene one episode. The next episode, you're like, oh, is somebody gonna die? What's going on? It's just action packed. And look though, within the first 5 minutes of the show, they gave us some fan service. It's like they must know me or something. They must have known I've been waiting for this, low key. Never mad at it. And it didn't hurt the plot too much. So, and then they doubled down on the when he grabbed her butt. That was crazy. I'm like, they really going all in. Like, I guess it's gonna be a thing for the season, huh? But yeah, so we saw some new characters come out. Well, I think it was at least one new character, that little cat woman. Anyway, so we see some more third generation pyrokinetic powers, and so yeah, I guess the sky's the limit with those powers, man. It's gonna be a lot of unique stuff coming out of them. So far so good. So here's the meat and potatoes of the episode right here. We meet the villain. You know, Shinra meets the villain face to face during a little training thing. I'm glad we didn't have to go through a whole training arc. That shit would be a pain in the ass. They got right to it, and it's not what we thought, man. We thought it was going. I thought it was going to be like he tries to kill him, but it seems as though he's trying to drop knowledge on him about the greater organization. You know, he might actually be a good guy. He might actually be fighting for a noble cause, but you got to do it on like a hacker. He has to do things underhandedly for the greater good sometimes. But that might be what we're seeing. But he was trying to kill. He was trying to kill Shinra. But listen, he tried to coax him in with the knowledge of the death of his mother and his brother. Because he said his brother is still alive. I mean, it was so many hints and foreshadowing things being dropped in this little sequence they had. It's a lot to get into. So his brother may possibly be alive. This guy knows his history. What is his role in this? Is the whole Fire Force thing a lie? Is it a joke? Who are the greater powers involved? Is there already a cure for the Infernals? I mean, it's just a lot of shit to really get into, man. Like this show could go on for a few seasons, just tackling each of these things a season, man. I mean, it was well done. But besides everything that got dropped on us, we still don't have any answers for that. His and Senku's brother might be that guy we saw who was sitting at the computer, or the guy we saw who was watching Senku from the outside. But we don't really know yet, so let's not go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about the action in that scene, though. Okay, so the villain's powers, man. So we've seen his powers a few times now, right? Um, he can control ashes, or whatever they are. I mean, it might be gunpowder. So he can control these things, and he can combust them. Now, I don't know if it's automatic combustion. I don't know if it's a timer on him that then sets him off, because it seems like he could have killed him, but I think he was giving him a chance. But anyway, so he can control those shits was hidden, man. But I think it has a weakness. It's like every time he uses them, it's indoors, right? Like he tries to trap you, because obviously if you're like outside or whatever, you really can't. It'd be hard for him to trap you with those little fucking gunpowder ashes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's his. I think his strength is indoors, but if you get him outside, it'd be hard unless he just start making cars blow up and it just causing havoc like that. But I don't know, man. I think he can be beat eventually, but the animation, the animation actually surprised me. Cause that first episode, I didn't like how they went about killing them. It just looked a little crazy. I'm like, yo, this anime does not look visually. I mean, it looked visually appealing, but I didn't know how I was gonna like the fighting scenes. But this episode, the combinations were smooth, animation was smooth. I liked it. I don't have any complaints about how Shinra. Let me check my notes. They were chaining moves together. I don't have any complaints about how they were fighting. It's good back and forth counters and everything. So, kudos to the animation studio. You know what I'm saying? But besides the point, a lot of tough questions were asked, and we didn't receive a lot of answers. But Shinra, he got a few answers from his captain. He told him that there's three parts to the fire force: it's the company who makes all the gear, the church, and the actual defense agency, or the fire department. But Shinra is all in on trying to find this because Captain dropped the bomb also. He said the cure may already be found, and that his goal is to find the cure and investigate all the other departments. I think the fire departments though. But besides the point, Shinra is all in on investigating with the captain, and it should make for a damn good season. You know, I mean, what other genre can you get phenomenal shows each season? And it'd be the first season too. Like of each of these shows, like they never run out of shows, man. It's amazing. It's crazy. They were there doing good work, good writing work. I love great writing, and like Cartoon Network. I don't watch too many Cartoon Network shows because like it should just water it down. Plus, they don't come out with heat every season like anime does, man. You know what I'm saying? But well, this is Black Howard Jones, man. Signing off. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe out there.